Hardaway dishes to Bazemore. There's a good screen. Now here's Schroeder, who's covered by Sessions. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hardaway. Gortat with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gortat. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And taking a look now at stats for Neal. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 12 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
Yeah, he always seems to supply points for this group. And yeah, things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He serves the bill there.
Stop calling turnovers on me.
.35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Schroeder. Defense is right there. Connects from three-point range. Schroeder's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Sessions kicks to Neal. Dudley the pass to Freak. Wizards passing it around. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Now here's Schroeder. He's covered by Sessions. Now Schroeder. There's the pick. And at the end. And a chance now to hear from Paul Millsap talking about the confidence of his team. Greg, it's got to be more than just attitude, right? I mean, ultimately, teams will make substitutions. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
And Dennis Schroeder out of Germany, his teammates give him a hard time about putting mayonnaise on everything. He eats a turkey burger with mayo before every game. And let me tell you, no need to change because he's settling in just fine.
So on the floor for Washington. Freak, he's in at 3. Gary Neal is out there with Ramon Sessions. Then there's Jared Dudley. Then it's Nene in at center. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks put forth a nice effort. He ended with 7 points, and there weren't too many shots that didn't fall for him. Really efficient night from the field. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GA?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
Hardaway from outside. Rebounded by Dudley. And Schroeder, who's out of Germany, a pretty wealthy country, but he had a pretty hard scrabble upbringing.
Yeah, you know, he had some brushes with authority early on in his life. He's still relatively young, so in the past, I think he's in a really ideal situation in Atlanta right now, though.
Launches it. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Sessions dishes to Dudley. From deep, Neal. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
You look at them and what they're trying to do on offense, and I like it. I really do. I like the way they're using the entire court. They're spreading themselves out, and when you spread yourself out and make the extra pass, it gives you a chance to get good looks from behind the three-point line, and they're draining their chances.
For the 3, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Schroeder kicks to Muscala. The dish to Hardaway. The 3. Can't get it to go. Now Washington takes it the other way. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Greg, we know how important it is when you can go to your reserves without much drop-off in production. It gives you a big advantage. I know they'd love to see that again tonight.
Here's Schroeder. Shot to stop the run, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That's on Sessions.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
That's good from Schroeder. And Washington making a change here. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game.
And now, Atlanta, let's keep it going.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. One guy who's been getting it done is Jared Dudley.
Always.
Atlanta will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Millsap. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Cephalosha. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for T. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Jared Dudley's checked in for Nene. Freak comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Gary Neal's checked in for Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Schroeder and Bazemore are the guard set. Mike Scott out there with Hardaway. And it's Horford in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. After a rookie season in which he really struggled, Dennis Schroeder made big strides last year.
Yeah, I think pretty much dramatic improvements across the board, Kevin. Really a most improved candidate for sure. He solidified that reserve unit for the Hawks, in my opinion.
They set the pick. Pick by Horford. Hardaway kicks to Scott. Atlanta again missing. Wizards trail by 3. Pass to Dudley. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. And Washington again with the bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
To the wing right side. Here's Hardaway. That one goes. Coming. Hardaway has got 6.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Dudley with a screen for Sessions. And there's the feed beneath. Shot from the wing. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. From deep. And it's Schroeder missing. Wizards trail by 3. From 12 feet out. And Washington again with the bucket.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Look at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks. It was a win against Houston.
And guys, that was their night. I mean, it seemed like everything they shot went in.
It happens that way sometimes, guys. It was just one of those games where the hot shooting of a couple of players became contagious and nobody was stoppable.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dudley with a screen for Sessions. He kicks to Dudley. Passes to Neal. And Washington again with the bucket.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Now here's Schroeder. 11 feet away, and the basket good. Schroeder's got 4 points now in the quarter. And it. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome it back. And so it's the Wizards with the W. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
here with Bradley.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we... Nene. He showed the composure and cleverness that only a longtime veteran could possess. A vintage performance from a very... And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, send him in.
Let's take them back.
Yeah, 94. As the preacher takes a pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below spit. 7 days of heaven's ways and hang-ups. Chris and Ryan again, and we wishing anybody who isn't wishing us well bankrupt. A L and whatever else ain't up. As far as me, I'm still caught up in all it. Still calling my expendables, cause it's hard to believe I can fit all of them boys in one. And the streets start trembling. It's way too many it seems. Too many witnesses. Up and down with their visions of what a street.
I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love. How we live, 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 how we live. They don't love her, they just love her. How we live.
You was never around, had to hold it down. We the youngest, we was thugging, you was never found. What's
Just went against this team.
This is it. The last game of my season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to players.
I will live. We never run around. I don't really know.
At small forward, at forward from Georgetown, Otto Porter.
Greetings, everyone, from Washington, D.C. The Wizards playing host to an Eastern Conference affair here at the Verizon Center. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. In for Porter, and Gary Neal subbed in for Beal. And then for Atlanta, Mike Scott's checked in for Millsap. Ken Bazemore comes in for Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Korver. On the court for Atlanta, Teague out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Scott. Then there's Horford. And it's Bazemore at the 3-side. Well, you have to love the energy and the effort given every night by Kent Bazemore, hustling for loose balls. Greg, a lot like he actually runs the floor like a tornado, can handle the ball, the consummate role player.
He really is. And you know, you have to have guys who can be effective without the basketball, Kevin. There's only one out there. Right. You're going to have 5 guys, so you need other areas of the game to be effective. And he focuses on the defense, the rebounding, all those little things that add up to victories.
In transition, here come the Wizards. Here's Neal. Scott pulls it in. The Hawks leading by 7. Picked by Horford. Schroeder passes to Horford. Fires from 14. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And, you know, going back to Kent Bazemore, he was not a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Was solid and unspectacular in college. Entered the NBA as an undrafted free agent. Exceeded everybody's expectations.
T kicks to Scott. Shoots from the baseline. Rebound, Washington. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
I mean, no stress in that one. Again, almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basket.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
Sessions checked in for Washington. Mike Muscala is checked in for Atlanta. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Jeff Teague. And that one's good by Gortat.
And getting back to Kent Bazemore, I mean, he will always have a role in this league because of his defense and his positive attitude. He's the kind of guy who gets counted out early and goes on to have a legitimate 10-year NBA career.
Here's Hardaway. Here's Muscala. Oh, no. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now here's Sessions. Guarded closer. In the corner, Neal with it.
Oh, my God.
Only one man back on D. Here's Hardaway. Finish off the break. Hardaway has got his first bucket of the night.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Sessions with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Nets in Brooklyn. Pass to Dudley. Fires for 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
Dudley.
And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age. Maybe some other NBA players. For Nene, Freak comes in for Otto Porter Jr. and Gary Neal subbed in for Beal. And then for Atlanta, Scotty's checked in for Millsap. Hardaway comes in for Cephalosha. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Kyle Korver. On the court for Atlanta, Schroeder and Bazemore are the guard set. Muscala is out there with Scott. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. For Atlanta, they come in off a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win.
And he gets it to go. And it's 9 points for Marcin Gortat.
Sessions doing a nice job that time.
Kicks to Muscala. The feed to Hardaway.
Oh.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Neal. That ball's great assist by Ramon Sessions. And that ties it up.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Now here's Schroeder. He's covered by Sessions. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Marcin Gortat. The Hawks have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Freak. Can't get it to go. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Hawks ahead. They lead by 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter.
Get ready to go, Wizard Girl.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Jared Dudley. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Jared Dudley's checked in for Gortat. Freak comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Gary Neal's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Then for the Hawks, Scotty's checked in for Millsap. Ken Bazemore comes in for Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Korver. Freak, he's in at 3. Gary Neal is out there with Ramon Sessions. Then there's Jared Dudley. Then it's Nene in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets played really well. He finished with 8 points, and he was a free throw machine. A ton of his work done at the charity stripe. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
And Dennis Schroeder has drawn some comparisons to Rajon Rondo. Long arms, very quick and athletic. He's awfully tough to keep in front of you, but he's also a guy that can knock down a mid-range jump shot.
The Hawks leading by 6. Outside, Scott. Feeds to Hardaway. There's a screen. Shot, no good. And Washington the other way now. Stolen away. Outside, Scott. Out to the right wing. Outside Hardaway. Another 3 for Atlanta. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
They set the pick. Aston Muscala goes up from the top of the key. Neal pulls it in.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Freak. From outside, off the mark. The Hawks leading by 9. Scott dishes to Hardaway. Schroeder up top. He's covered by Sessions.
Just shoot.
Now Schroeder can't cash in from close range. Can't get it to go.
Brick.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. It's checked in for Nene. And then for Atlanta, Ken Bazemore comes in for Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Korver. And so in the game for the Hawks, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Teague, and it's Bazemore at the 3, the small forward. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
What a performance from Millsap here. He's got 13 points, and the contribution from the line for him, he's made 5 free throws.
And he hasn't been afraid to draw a little bit of contact on his way to the basket. Some guys shy away from that.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Thabo Cephalosha is checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Korver in for Teague. Beal the pass to Gortat. Poked loose and stolen by Horford. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Millsap a screen on Porter. Schroeder passes to Millsap. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Millsap a screen. 5 on the clock. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Here's the dish to Gortat. Passes it to Beal. Hits the 3-point bomb. Beal's got 6 here in this quarter.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Don't starve him.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Gortat with the steal. And now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 6 assists here tonight. And has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Millsap.
And that's what you love to do as the road team, Kevin. Hit the big shot to take the crowd right out of it.
Well, they've done that for sure.
And did he ever? Sound level right now at 0.
And here's Wall. Five to shoot to the paint. There's Freak. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
So we can't get either to fall.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line. You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Millsap a screen. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered closely. He kicks to Millsap. Shot from free throw range. Rebound, Washington.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And it's Freak missing.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Schroeder up top, covered by Wall. And it goes as the official calls the foul. And so the Hawks take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
Well, I'm here with Paul Mills.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time, Paul Millsap. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before, but it never gets old. And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season.
Mom. Dude. What's up? Let's get it. Let me buy some coffee. I don't hop in car.